Alright, first off, I'd like to say our praises to Yahweh Shem Shai, of honors to the apostles and elders of Faith and Stone, and shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word now to search and truth. The sisters, the believers, the helps, right? Basically, coming at you with one more lesson, and we're going to title this one um, Gentiles are Israel becoming Gentiles, right? Is a part of the curses because one of the things where some of these Hebrew Israelite groups won't acknowledge is basically or don't understand because the Lord blind them from it is the mystery of the Gentiles, right? Meaning Israelite foreigners, right? That was a part of the curses that Moses said would happen to the children of Israel if they broke the covenants of Yahweh Shem Shai, right? Now, just to prove that, we're just going to go into two precept, right? We're going to make it shorter to the point, but it's really a simple um concept or doctrine of Yahweh Shai if given the spirit to receive it, right? So this is like this is Deuteronomy 28 starting at verse 63, right? It says, and it shall come to pass that as Yahweh rejoiced over you to do you good and to multiply you, so will Yahweh rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught, and ye shall be plucked from off the land where the door is supposed to possess it, right? So just breaking down the precept, right? It says it shall come to pass that if just like how the Most High look to multiply, right? Because if you read up more, it tell you that we were few in number, right? If you know the history from Abraham, Isaac to Jacob, we start as a small people. Even um 70 souls went into Egypt, and then we come out with a great nation, right? So the Lord he really rejoice over to multiply and do good unto us. But one of the ways they say also so the Lord will rejoice over you to destroy you and to bring you to naught. And one of the ways the Lord destroy is basically this great people get scattered throughout the four corners of the earth where to the point where not even them name will be mentioned. Right? It's like they never existed, right? And to also make it worse, to start interbreeding among these heathen, and then even as far as even looking like an Israelite, because every nation have a specific look, but it's not really about looks; it's about the seed, right? It's about that's what the nation, that's what consists a nation. The nation is based off their seed. But it even go as far as even with that said, you have nations where have a specific look. You look at Moab, you know that it's a Moabite. You look at Esau, you know it's Edomite, right? So you have certain features, even the features and characteristics of the nation will change. Well, some, right? So because predominantly we are of the Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. But as we said, we're scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. So even us looking like the heathen, us behaving like the heathen, that was a part of the curses. So that is one of the ways how the Lord destroys. Right? Verse 64. And Yahweh shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood of stone, even wood and stone. So, okay, right? So all us the mystery of the Gentiles was a part of the curses, right? And who this would happen to the seed of Israel. So that is why I come out to know that look, if you want to see a particular person display a certain spirit, right? Then them start resonate with the doctrine of how Hashem Shai, then you know that for sure um it's an Israelite. But also even throughout certain things when it comes on to talent, right? Singing and certain things like Israel within itself have a very great spirit within them, right? Because the most are blessed with in many ways, right? Now this is Deuteronomy 30, starting at verse 1. It says, then it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, and that thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations whither Yahweh thy power had driven thee. Right? So hey, it's a part of the curses. That's one of the main part of the curses of us being driven and breaking down to north where we don't know heritage, we don't look like Israelites, right? And we don't behave like Israelites also. So right, so that's apartheid. So we'll call these things to mind. Or we call them through the mind to mind through the doctrine of Yahweh Shai, right, which is given of Yahweh. The kingdom of heaven, the, time to the doctrine of repentance, right? And shall return unto Yahweh thy power, and shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children with all thine heart and with all thy soul, that then Yahweh thy power will turn thy captivity, and have compassion upon thee, and return and gather thee from all the nations whither Yahweh thy power had scattered thee. If any of thine be driven out unto the uttermost part of heaven, from thence will Yahweh thy power gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. That's why you have GMS um Ghana, I think, if I remember correctly. You have the brother from the Philippines who basically wake up, right? You have brothers in Italy, you have brothers in Germany, you have brothers worldwide, right? You have a lot of people men coming to the acknowledgement that they are Israelites when we don't look like the average sharp or the average Negro or Hispanic or Native American Indian, right? Even some even looking like Edomites, right? From all the different nations, the spirit of Yahweh Bashem is resonating through the doctrine, right? So them know that look, these are the Israelites. The mystery of the Gentiles is a part of the curses, and we were and being redeemed from that curse through Yahweh Bashem is also a part of the prophecy. The main important thing because the scripture is prophecy. So it was prophesied. Mystery of the Gentiles was prophesied from all the way back to Deuteronomy, right? Even all the way back to Abraham. Even Paul said in the book of Galatians that as a matter of fact, let me just check if we can find it. I think that Galatians 2. Um, Bear with me 1 second. Um, let's give me a second, okay. Yes, Galatians 3 verse 14. It says that the blessed it says verse 30 says Hamashiach had redeemed us from the curse of the law, right? Being made a curse for us. For it is written, curse is everyone that hangeth on a tree, that the blessing of Abraham might come on the Gentiles through Yahushai Hamashiach, that we might receive the promise of the Spirit through faith, right? Verse 15, Virgin, I speak after the manner of men, though it be but a man's covenant, yet it be confirmed, no man disannul it or added thereto. Now to Abraham and his seed were the promise made. He said not unto his seeds as of many, but of one, and that seed which is Yahushua, right? And this I said that the covenant was confirmed before God in Yahushua, the law, which was 430 years after, cannot be disannulled, that we should make the promise of none effect. For the inheritance be for that wasn't the point. Yes, it's actually Galatians 3 verse 7, but they're going to start at verse 6. It says, even as Abraham believed God, and it was accounted to him for righteousness. Know ye therefore that they which are of faith, the same are the children of Abraham. And the scripture foreseeing that God would justify the heathen through faith, preached before the gospel unto Abraham, saying, in thee shall all nations be blessed. So then they which be of faith are blessed with faithful Abraham. Right? So even this right there, even Genesis, right? From Genesis, the mystery of the mystery of the Gentiles was being preached, right? So it's all a part of the prophecy. It was a part of the curses. It was set from the foundation of the earth. So don't really need to prolong anymore. So that let's hope brothers were edified once more. Once all praises to how much you may shine. and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways pushing this word now, sincerity and truth.